over. Oh, hey, you can sit with us.
So, you know, we don't got no mean girl energy. We want to welcome other estheticians. That's why I'm so happy that we all have each other. I love that, how this whole thing came about, Krista. Again, thank you again for coming up with this. I never thought I would be on a podcast. I hate podcasts.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for coming up with this idea and bringing us all together.
You guys are so welcome. Me personally, I couldn't think of no two other people that I know would bring this vision to life. Like, literally, Skin Society has been something that I have started since I was in esthetician school, because I felt as though when I was in SE school, I don't know about you guys, I didn't learn shit.
Facts.
I didn't learn a motherfucking
The basics,
thing.
the very basics.
I learned the very basics, and I felt like I wanted to get that platform out there, how to properly take care of your skin. Whether you're Black, Hispanic, white, or whatever, it's always a certain protocol that everyone has to follow, and we're not being taught that at these higher institutions that we pay for. So Skin Societies was something that was sitting on the back burner for so long. So long. I mean, since I started, and I'm like, I'm not doing nothing with it. And I even came to you, and I was like, bitch, we need to do something with this. And then COVID hit. And then it's just still sitting on the back burner. And then I'm like, one day I'm getting in my car, and I was like, bitch, you should do a podcast. Who I think of? You two.
I love it.
And I was like, I think this is going to be something so good, because when we get together, we just click. And you and I, we met like through Instagram. And Mia, I knew since you were a baby, like a little kid. She used to roll with my sister. She rolls with my sister, like literally. And you two never met. No. And the fact that you two clicked and y'all never met, and it was never no mean girl shit. It was never no hating shit. It was always like, babe, let me help you with this. Babe, can you get this for me? Babe, can I help you with this protocol?
What do you think about this?
What do you think about that?
How did you do this?
We all just clicked, and I thought like, and I looked at the logo, and I was like,
wait, where's the logo?
It was totally perfect.
So, first of all, we just gonna put something out there. She manifested this whole thing. Like, oh, and I will say that Maria has always had visions of help. Like she said, they did something, they had conversations about it in the past, but she's always envisioned like having a community too and helping other estheticians, and so have I. So the fact, when she first asked us, like she texted us like, y'all want to do a podcast? We just was like, yes. And next thing we sending pictures of like microphones and something that we're ordering. Oh, she showed that. Did you get that? She was showing the logo. Okay, cool. So it was like a match made in heaven, because we all know what it feels like to kind of be like, I wouldn't say blackball, because nobody ever going blackball us, but like kind of like
be at the
not
bottom.
in the or not fully in the mix. You see a bunch of other people, you trying to network with these people, and everybody got that stiff energy. I can say I've never personally, like, nobody was ever rude towards me, but I've tried to reach out. People, you know, Instagram is a mother effer. People will read it. I see that they see the DM, and now those same people are doubling back for my advice, and I give it genuinely because I believe that's how I get my blessings. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to help you, because that's how God does not bless me from holding back. I'm going to share. The more I share, the more I get blessed.
And a lot of times gatekeeping is just like, it's not right, and it's not holding you back from, you know, making your money or your business succeeding. You know, a lot of people think that like, oh, if I tell such and such, you know, whatever I do, they're gonna take my clients.
Because the crazy part is, me and run in the same circle. We pretty much know all the same girls. And we still, we pretty much use the same stuff. We still have our own clientele. We have our own business. We have our own thing. But we can still sit here and talk like,
because what's for me is for me. What's for you is for you. And what's for you is for you. Matter of fact, we are all in a 5 to 7 mile radius of one another. We offer all the same services. We partner with most of the same brands, and the reality is we don't see each other as competition. So let us be a testimonial to anyone watching that you can have friends in the industry, you can get along, have a good time, go to these trade shows together, go to these events together, and help each other get on to things that you don't have no knowledge about or whatever, and it won't affect you. What were you gonna say, Maria?
Make money together.
Make money together.
That's all it's about.
It's just so weird. I would have people in my DMs asking me for help, and I give you help. I don't care, like, because I know what I'm doing. Like, I know the protocols are so embedded in my head. I can like read it off of Facebook, and I will see people at the skin shows, and I know I seen you in my DM, and you won't even speak to me. You won't even acknowledge me, and it's like, bitch, you was asking me for help. You was asking me, how do I get the product? What's the protocol? How can I fix it? What can I do it? And it's like, I'm not a mean girl. Like, people think that you may be mean because you have a certain look to your face, but I'm really the sweetest bitch ever. Like,
and you know what, now that you bring that up, granted, like, I wonder if, and just to play devil's advocate, like, I wonder if people don't approach you because they might think,
because like, you got the rest,
like, you're gonna stand, like, you're
so let me tell you about the resting bitch face. I have 7 sisters. We always gang war. Resting bitch face is embedded in me. It's in my DNA to always come across like, who the fuck you think you're talking to? I'm always like that. But once you get to know me, I will give you the shirt off my back. I will give you anything that you ask for. without even thinking about it. So if y'all feel as though you cannot come, I'm saying this directly to the camera, you cannot come to me and talk to me, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Because I am a girl's girl.
So I will say, right, for people who, like, you might be unapproachable. I think I'm friendly.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty approachable. But if I was... I think I can't even do it because I know you. I would say I wouldn't be afraid. I feel like the worst
I'm
thing.
so little, like guys, I'm 4'11", like literally.
No, she is really short. But I feel like if you're trying to grow your business, moral of the story is you can sit with us.
Exactly.
Like, you can sit with us.
There's enough room for all of us.
Yeah, like
you can slide in the DM.
Yeah,
you can
ask questions.
Yeah, because I know what it feels like to like really want to know or just try to figure out how somebody got started right outside of esthetician school, because you come out of school and you don't know anything.
Exactly.
You know the basics, the fundamentals of skin and how skin is made and all that stuff, but that's it. Like you don't know how to treat black skin. That's like a big thing. It's huge because in school I couldn't get certain pills. Like what was the Jamarini?
The Jamarini.
I never even
the
heard
Jesner
of
pill.
that.
The Jesner pill. I couldn't participate in that in school because it wasn't safe for black skin.
Yeah.
So I didn't get that experience. And then I was one out of 3 black girls in a class of like 60 girls.
But you know what's
so it's
crazy?
like, who could I practice on? And then one of the black girls missed a lot, and then the other one, she one of the black girls missed a lot, and then the other one, you know, we just had 2 different cliques. Not in a bad way, but you know, it wasn't enough of us in school for me to learn how to work on black skin. I had to do that after school, continuing further in my education by myself.
But you know what's so crazy? In that textbook that we got, it was probably about a page.
Yeah.
On African American skin. When I was in school, I would literally fly. We was off school on Mondays, fly to other states.
To take classes. 6 a.m. be on the last flight back because I had kids. I would like, when I say like I have studied black skin, that's all I know.
Right.
That's all I know. Now I do know how to treat other skin types.
Can I say something? I feel like if you know black skin, you know it all. Because every other it starts with black skin and then everything.
Because it is the hardest to treat.
It's the hardest to treat. So if you can treat black skin, you can treat all skin.
Yeah. But treating black skin is the most difficult. Because we can't use a lot of things. A lot of things are no. It's just a no. Whatever you use, like TCA, salicylic, like I just said, salicylic turns the skin dark. A lot of black people should not use salicylic acid.
I love it.
It darkens the skin immediately. Have you ever noticed when you ever did someone's facial and they see your picture the next day, that spot is dark immediately?
No, I use salicylic on all my clients.
I do too.
Yeah. It turns it dark immediately.
What percentage are you using?
Any percentage. It's something about
I would never do a salicylic peel.
No, not a peel, but I use the
face
reality. Yeah.
I don't use face reality salicylic toner at all. When I do my protocol, I forbid for using it because I don't want to get that text the next day. It's darker. It's so much darker. But yeah, a lot of people, especially around the mouth, it will turn them off really dark.
I never had that. Make sure y'all drop in the comments if you're at ST to tell us like what's your experience with salicylic with black skin. Me personally, I have a salicylic toner and a serum that I prescribe to my black clients, and they love it.
But it doesn't stay dark. So let me say this: it doesn't stay dark, but it will turn dark. Like it will.
So is it like killing it off, almost like a chemical pill?
It's the over processing of the skin. So that's what happens. It over processes the skin when you use salicylic, especially when you use it too much.
Right.
It over processes the skin and it makes it turn darker. It will get better. Like, don't get me wrong, it does work well for acne, but it will get better. But I try to refrain from using it because what I know about black skin, and I know hyperpigmentation is the #1 thing that everyone does not like about their skin.
And the hardest one to treat.
Yeah. It's the hardest,
For many reasons, right?
But
a lot of times clients just don't put in
the work
that they need to.
Yeah. But they don't exfoliate. That's like the most important.
They don't wear sunscreen.
Yeah, like, that's
for real.
Like,
I tell people all the time, like, sunscreen is the most, and I pull out the whole pie chart. I give a dissertation about sunscreen, and people still will not wear sunscreen. I'd be like, dude, like, I know you're not wearing sunscreen because that should have been lightened after how many chemical pills?
Right.
You're not putting in the work, and then it's like, well, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, I don't know what to do either. Like, you're not
and that's one thing, like I tell all my clients, like, you don't get to advance.
Yeah.
If you're coming in and I'm telling you, like, sunscreen is key, and you're going to get sick and tired of me telling you to wear sunscreen, and I know you're not wearing sunscreen, and you come in and you're like, yeah, I want a chemical peel.
Oh, yeah, no.
But then also, have y'all ever noticed your clients don't reapply? They put it on in the morning and then don't reapply every 80 minutes.
Well, since I started like really, because you tell them sunscreen, but I had to like drill it. Reapply. I'm noticing my clients, like, they'll send me pictures of them, like, look, girl, like, especially with the Skin Better compact. I feel like it's easier to reapply with the compact.
I can say for me, I do feel like with anything, right? Not just skincare, but skincare, the gym, diet. Like, when you start, you can't go from 0 to 100.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta start off just wearing the
So I tell all my clients the importance of reapplying, right? But I always tell them, like, if you can start with just at least making it a habit to put it on in the morning, as you get into your skin journey, it'll start to almost be more natural, right?
And then especially like once because like you might start them off, you might start them off with like a 4 regimen, like a wash, tone, moisturizer,
that's simple.
But once they start using actives, they see the difference in their skin. They want to be like, okay, I want to protect it. So
But the most important thing is that you teach your client about UV rays. Because UV rays is what's determining why we need the SPF.
Correct.
I go to my clients, I'm like, pull up your weather thing on your phone, scroll to the bottom.
Yes,
the UV index. If it's higher than a 4, every 80 minutes, I don't care what are you doing outside, you need to reapply that SPF, because if you're not reapplying it every 80 minutes, you might as well
not even wear it.
Listen,
and I love to say, oh, but I work from home or I'm inside.
I said, what about your windows? You got curtains?
Actually, I always tell them, do you have plants?
Yeah.
And they'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, are your plants thriving? And they'll be like,
oh, that's a good one. I never thought of that.
Because why? The sun's coming through, right? And these windows, they're made to protect you from the sun, but only from like UVB rays, the ones that burn you. They don't protect you from the ones that age you. So even when you go on a flight and you are up in the air, you don't think about it. You got a window seat. You got to put it on there.
They be mad at me. The little kid on the plane be like, but I want to see outside. I'm like, now I'm sitting here, buddy. Not on my watch. Not while I'm sitting here. Yeah, not this. I don't want to age that one side of my face. We're closer to the sun than ever on the plane.
People just need to understand it's a science behind skincare, and that it's not just, oh, let me just wash my face and keep it going. Like, it's really a science. It's a formula. It's like a whole regimen that you have to follow in order to have good skin. Like, we just don't wake up look like this, because we all had our trials and tribulations with, having acne or having hyperpigmentation. I mean, we may not look like it now, which is good work. But
so we all started from the bottom.
Lack of effort.
That's for insert photo now. Like, I'll show you. We all had acne, hyperpigmentation, PIE, whatever. We all had a bunch of problems. And we have pictures to prove it, and you see our skin now. Like, I have on, truth be told, I have on a little bit of like highlight. I think that's all we all have on. Maria has on much of nothing because she just had a chemical peel. So we all just got on a little highlight just because we want the lights to bounce off of our skin. But the reality is none of us is wearing foundation or makeup. So our skin, we take really good care of our skin, and you should do the same. If you're a SD watching this, I want to say that you can sit with us. That we love diet. Come sit with us, please.
Slide in the DMs.
Yes, we're trying to. Our goal is to build a community of like-minded individuals. If you are a skincare enthusiast watching this and you're thinking about going to esthetician school, we say do it, because it's a great industry. You just have to know the right people, and now you do. You watching this, you know us. Comment, subscribe. It's not the end of the video. I'm just making sure we follow.
Click the follow button, please.
My name is Mia. I also go by Polka, so you can call me whichever you're comfortable with. I am the owner of True Skin Oasis, and I specialize in corrective skincare. I'm located in Cherry Hill.
And I'm Krista. I am the owner of Skin Therapy Studios. A lot of you may know me. Some of you may not. But I'm located in Philadelphia. I specialize in melanated skincare, corrective skincare, acne, you name it. I do it all. If you're black, I specialize in it. If you're not black, I still specialize in it. So, period.
Hi guys, I'm Maria, and I am the owner of Malu Aesthetics, and just like my ladies, I specialize in all the above as well. I actually learned a lot from Krista when I first started in the industry, and I graduated esthetician school. They don't teach you about black skin, and I think that's even how we started. I don't even know how I found you on Instagram, but I think that like our first conversation was like me asking about one of my clients in pigmentation, and like Krista literally broke it down to me like, no, you don't need to do that, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that. And from there she pointed me to the sources of like, here's where I got my info.
Deeper, what's that girl you used to brown skin agent?
No, actually this is when we started with Glymed. So Glymed has a skin of color manual.
And
at some point you have to pay for it. But they were doing something where they were giving it for like $300.
Did y'all see Glymed emailed us something? They want to do something. You got to pay $1,000 to get a Glymed.
What, a 4-day virtual class? Yeah.
No.
But they always do that.
But
No,
no,
it's-
no, Glymed is doing, if you buy $1,000 worth of product, you get their 40 aesthetics for free.
They've always done that though.
Then you get
That's like you
what
buy the training and they give you $1,000
worth of product.
But
worth
the
of
manuals are
product
free.
credit.
What
I
do
would
you
say
need the training for?
Yeah, and the thing is, like, don't get me wrong, I love Glymed. Like, I swear by that CBD mist. But what I'm saying is, I got the email. Now, maybe I just never paid attention to it before, but I was so surprised. I'm like, they want $1,000, even though you're getting product credit. But I buy product from you on the regular, so just give me the class.
But
Look at my account. I buy product so much. Like, I buy so much product, but I don't know. That just.
But here's the thing. I think that this is the best platform to teach people how to get the resources that they need without having to spend extra money. Because trust me, I was spending bank, like literally. When I was just telling these two guys, like when I was looking at esthetician schools 5 years ago, I went for the cheapest school. Because in PA, you only need 300 hours. It's only so much you can learn in 300 hours. I took the money that I was given to start my business and I start paying for classes. Mm-hmm. Any older black esthetician I started following.
I remember you sent me that one lady. I was on her
Jolie Skincare.
Yeah, Jolie,
I started following any black esthetician that was older. Not younger, but older. I went for everybody that was older. Yes, the ones that have been in the game for 25 years, 40 years. And I started following them, taking their classes, flying here, flying there. I invested so much so you guys can know what to do and what not to do and not have to waste so much money.
Right.
Like, literally, when they say, like, you walk, I walk so you can crawl, or whatever I crawl so you can walk. Like, however that saying goes.
I crawl so you can walk.
Bitch, I spent so y'all can learn. Like, that's
and I spent a lot. Like,
I spent a lot of money. I think, like, almost, like, 50 G's.
I spent a lot of money on bullshit courses. Like, courses that I paid for, and I'll be like.
And she would hit me up, and I'm like, babe, don't.
Like, literally, she'll be like, no, don't do it.
Don't do it. Let me send you the manual real quick.
And there are so many free resources that
Glymed does have a lot.
Yes,
so
ASCP, insurance.
Yep.
They have
let me just say this. Make sure you guys get insurance. Like, I don't know how much I can stress this, but make sure you guys have aesthetic insurance. It's a couple great ones out there because I don't want you guys to end up on World Star from a fuck up.
Oh my God, and we know because y'all be sending me those videos.
Like, please, if you're an esthetician, the first thing you do before you lay anyone down on that table, because now we are in the day of let me record this and sue. Please make sure you have insurance. Like, I cannot stress insurance enough because it's not even that expensive.
You shouldn't be touching anyone without insurance, and even if you're in school, they even have student insurance.
And
you should protect yourself even if you're
always.
In school.
And another thing too, what I love about the insurance is it covers you. So no matter if you going to somebody's house to do it, if you're doing a home visit, it covers you and your space. Because I was flying out at one point doing facials, and I'm like, I had to call them like, hey, it's just they're like, you're good. And you're covered for a few M's. I'm not trying to encourage anybody to like try to be like, oh, let me try to see if they mess me up. But we cover basically.
But this is the platform for you guys. Like, this is why Skin Society is Skin Society, because it's going to be a society of women coming together and men. I mean, it is some men.
We're going to have some special guests.
But that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm excited for you guys to see. Let us know any topics you want us to go over. Follow us on Instagram at _Skin Society. We're going to just have a bunch of polls up. You guys can give us a bunch of topic ideas, but we already have a few in the queue. But
we got some good ones.
We got some good ones.
Yeah,
so let us know. But we're so excited. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Maria, did you want to say anything?
I didn't know if our time was up. I was just gonna kind of like go into maybe like our experience in aesthetic school.
Absolutely.
I know my experience. I went to 2 different aesthetic schools.
Oh wow!
I went to 2 different ones.
Bitch, you crazy?
Yeah. So let me tell y'all. Okay. So when I first became or thought about becoming an esthetician, I went to, I don't know, should I put the name out there? Well, they're close anyway. I went to Jolie Health Academy. Okay, the one in Turnersville.
I heard about.
Oh, wow.
I was supposed to go there, and what you gonna tell me not to?
Yes, so I was there for 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks, and I bounced. Again, I told you guys I was paying for school out of pocket, and I went to school specifically to learn facials. Okay, I was not interested in anything else. I wanted to learn skincare, and that was it. And so I went out to the school. It seemed pretty viable. I was like, okay, no problem. Signed up, started school. My very first day of school, okay, I don't know a lick about skin, okay? And I'm sitting in class, and they had what we call a revolving curriculum, right? So wherever they were at when I started, that's where I started at. And then it just revolved back around, right?
Yeah.
So you're not learning in order.
Right.
So when I came in, they were learning electricity. So like, high frequency and things like that, okay?
Yeah.
My very first day in aesthetic school, I was doing a facial. Whoa. I didn't know the first thing about skin, okay? And I was literally practicing on one of the students, and another student was basically telling me what to do. I didn't know the first thing about skin function, anything. Okay, none of the equipment worked.
Wow.
Honestly, it was a joke. And after we took the first test, the teacher basically gave us the answers.
Okay.
After that, I was like, you know what? This is just not the school for me, right?
Yeah.
And so I left.
I just want to say that I love that you value yourself so much that because
you
somebody else could have just been like, you know what, this is a breeze. They giving me the answers. I barely got to work. I love that you were so passionate about really wanting to know the skin that you said forget it. You could have lost. I don't know. Did you lose money or?
I did lose a little bit of money. Basically for my kid. But I was willing to take that loss just because I knew I was gonna end up losing more at the end, right?
Integrity.
$11,000 to learn nothing? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
And so I decided to go to Raziri, which it was all meant to be. I didn't go to Raziri because they didn't have a program for me. That worked for my work schedule at the time. And Jolie did, and so I went there. When I reached back out to Raziri, they were just starting a program that was gonna work for my schedule.
That's good.
And so I had to wait 2 months. Right. I had to wait 2 months, but I took the time, and I was like, you know what, I'm leaving. Literally, maybe 2 or 3 days afterwards, Kayla sends me a voice note, and she's like, girl, you are not gonna believe it. And I'm like, what? And she's like, first of all the machines do work, because the teacher was saying none of the machines worked. All the machines do work, she just doesn't know how to mess with them. The director came in here and turned them all on, right? And then secondly, one of the girls left to the hospital because she got burnt with the steamer.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's one of the first things they teach you. This stuff is boiling, this is hot, you don't touch it.
Right.
And so right then and there, I was like, it was like confirmation. I was like, yeah, I had to be out because there was no way I was paying for that.
Yeah.
My experience at Raziri was different, and I got to do part-time at night, and I had Carolyn, and I absolutely love
her too.
Carolyn.
Shout out to you, Carolyn.
Yes, Carolyn literally fed me as an entrepreneur, okay? She didn't tell me I couldn't do anything. On the contrary, she used to come in and she'll I probably shouldn't be saying this, but she will come in and she'll
I know what you're about to say.
chemical peels, when I started dermaplaning while I was in school.
Yeah.
I'll bring my dermaplaning blade and she'll sneak into the suite and she'll be like, what are you doing? And I'll be like, oh, I'm dermaplaning. And she'll be like, okay. And she'll close the door.
She told me how to wax.
She literally
told me how to do Brazilian.
Yes, she just
Brazilians?
No, we don't.
Wow.
It's technically, I think, illegal here in Jersey. They
so
made
if you learn it or to do
to provide it, because our state board. But if you notice, European Wax Center doesn't put they put full bikini, and then in parentheses they put Brazilian.
Oh, what the hell?
They don't promote it as Brazilian waxing.
We gotta look into that.
Now I don't know if things have changed, but when I was in school,
y'all can't.
That's what Carolyn explained to me, and
I know we weren't allowed to learn it.
And that's why we weren't allowed to learn it. Just like they don't teach you eyebrow tinting, because technically under the State Board of Cosmetology, it's so outdated that we technically aren't supposed to be.
It's a gray area. It's a gray area.
See, in PA, we learned all that. We learned makeup. We learned waxing.
We learned waxing. We just didn't learn
eyebrow tinting. We learned so much stuff there. We just didn't learn enough about black skin.
Yeah.
It was just crazy. Y'all crazy.
So Carolyn fed my entrepreneur side, and when I went to the morning, I had Allie, and she was also amazing. But Allie was more a structure person, right?
Yeah.
Allie more put you towards hey, you can do this way, but this is how we're doing things here. And I love that. I loved her energy. She was super sweet. And, I feel like what she brought to the table was more the healing part of facials, right? Mm-hmm. Because regardless of how we think of it, we're healing skin, but we're also helping people heal from the inside.
I'm like a therapist
literally.
In that room.
I'm
literally.
Oh my gosh.
Literally.
My clients put the therapy and skin therapy. I'd be like,
oh, I forgot that was so cute. I forgot your name was skin therapy.
And we're transferring energy, you're touching your client while they're venting and stuff. And so I feel like Allie brought that side of it to me, right? You have to protect yourself. You have to know when you're feeling burnt out, or because you are directly touching people. So whether they're venting to you or not, you're feeling their energy. If they're having a bad day, that's being transferred onto you.
That's why I check myself before I walk through that door. I do not bring it. I don't care. My house could be burning. Yes. God forbid.
Right.
But I'm not bringing it in here. I'm not, because I know some this is some people escape. I have a large range of clients that work a whole bunch of different careers. Some people they just be I just need to relax. I got a lot of police officers
to take a load off.
Yeah, it needs to be a safe space.
And some people just like the fact that they have somewhere to go for an hour and just lay and just do nothing.
Yep.
And I gotta tell people if you don't take care of yourself, who else is gonna take care of you?
Exactly.
You have to put yourself first in any means necessary. necessary. So when you come in here, if you want to talk about your man, girl, come on, we can
Okay.
throw him under the bus.
We can jump him.
Yeah, we can jump him after this. But if you just want to just, vibe and just listen to whatever you want to listen to, I don't care. Like,
Yeah,
if you want a quiet
like,
appointment because you just don't feel like talking, that's cool too. Like,
I'll talk about my skincare experience in school really quick. I also went to Rosary, loved Rosary. Only thing, like y'all said, is that they didn't teach much about black skin. And then, like, what I didn't like was the fact that the makeup that they had didn't match our color. Like, we were trying to they was teaching us how to, like, that thing that's trending on TikTok now, the color match and mix all the paint. But
the
like
color
they had
color theory, yeah.
But they had no makeup to match it. So like when we did get our makeup done, me and the other two black girls kind of looked like ghosts. So that was the only thing.
Oh my God! What about the spray tan?
Oh my God.
We all look like Oompa Loompas.
Wait, we didn't do a spray tan.
We did spray tanning, and when
it wasn't working. It wasn't working.
Oh my God! Let me tell y'all, I was working at Rutgers at the time, and I literally went to work, and everybody was like, "You look like Donald Trump," and I was like, "Oh my God, yeah." We were orange. We looked amazing.
Yeah, we were supposed to do it, but something happened, and we weren't able to do the spray tan. But my experience was good. I had like a good community of girls in school. What I wish is that some of those girls were more active with their license. I like a handful of people that I know that are in aesthetics. Yeah. I don't know what happened to the other people. They like fell off the face of the earth. Not in a bad way, but I just don't see them in the industry.
It's discouraging. I think it's discouraging. Esthetician, like, to become, especially now, right? Because now I don't want to say it's trendy, but I feel like more people are more aware of the importance of skincare and what you can do. Prevention is better than correction, right? Like exactly. A lot of people are becoming aware of that, and I feel like as the industry is growing, people
get intimidated.
I think people let social media allow to glamorize this industry like it's easy,
right?
And it's not.
It's not easy at all.
You have to put in the work.
You have to,
and you have to be patient.
You do. If you are somebody that went to school with me and you're watching this, because a lot of you guys follow me, hey y'all, I miss y'all. But if you're following this and you do want to get into skincare, but you just don't know where to start, and then a lot of times like the career day that they do at the school, it's just like, I don't want to work for these people. I'm not saying that y'all can work for me, but I'm saying that I'm willing to help you guys get your own thing going. And so don't be afraid to reach out. If you went to Rosary, if you're a Rosary alumni, hit us up. Drop us in the comments, hit the DM. I'm more than willing to help you figure out what you want to do with your license, because we paid a lot of money and we all went through that stress to get licensed by the state. So,
and not to take an emphasis off on like not to say that if you go to school you have to go work for yourself, right? Like,
no, you don't have to.
That you think you're okay to work under someone, that's okay too. Like,
yeah, because
it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Yeah. But then I also had this theory as a person. I see who's meant to be seen. I believe that God puts people in my path for a certain reason. So I don't want to be around unnecessary people just dragging me down. So if I haven't seen someone, I wasn't meant to see them.
Right.
If I haven't seen them since high school, I wasn't meant to see them.
I just posted something like, I'm not the girl you went to school with.
Yeah, because I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl from high school. I'm not that girl from esthetician school. Like, my whole thing is every day I'm evolving and changing as a person. So if I don't see you, you're not meant to be in my path, because God does not want me to carry you in your burden. A lot of people come with burdens, whether they are your professional world, your personal life, your family, or whatever. Some people come with burdens, and I feel like in this industry, a lot of people just want you to give them your sauce and your recipe. I'm fine with doing that, but when are you going to show up? When are you going to stand up? When are you going to say like, "Oh, I'm at the trade shows with you, bitch.
Okay,
I'm at this class with you. Okay, oh, I'm following this person. I'm doing this, and I'm keeping up with the trends. I'm doing
that's
this.
That's what I'm saying.
That.
Like I agree, and I feel like if you're not in my path, it's not meant to see you. But I also know what it feels like to kind of be like, I don't know, be lost and feeling like you're alone.
I'm okay with people being lost. I'm okay with that.
I want to find you.
But you find your way too. But you gotta find your way as well.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you lost, I want to find. I'm not gonna look for you, but I'll check them DMs. So if you lost and you don't know how to get started, whether it's working for somebody or working for yourself, I can give you advice on both, because I've done both. I've been an employee for over. I was a medical assistant and an office manager for forever before I got into aesthetics. But what I'm saying is, I know how it feels to like have to be under somebody's rules and regulations. But sometimes it's a good thing. Everybody's not meant to be a CEO. Some people are meant to be soldiers and workers, and that's okay. So wherever you are in your journey, I'm willing to meet you there. I feel like that's how I get my blessings. So hit up the DM if you're curious. If you just got a question, I'm not against that. But I'm not about to go scouting.
I'm not about to go say, well, here's my protocol. Do this step by step, and that should get you some clients through the door. No, you gotta say like, Crystal, what's
only
up?
thing that's gonna get clients through the door is you working, posting and being consistent, talking to guys, educating yourself is first and foremost. Yeah. That's what's going to get the people through the door. When I got this place, I didn't have one client. No matter where you are in your journey, we are willing to help. Exactly. You can reach out to me on the Skin Society page. You can reach out to my personal Instagram. I mean, not my personal.
Don't slide in them DMs.
Don't slide in them DMs. You can reach out to my business page, which is True Skin Oasis, and then Chris's page is
Skin Therapy Studios,
and Maria
Malou Aesthetics _LLC.
Yeah, so we are here. There's no mean girl energy. We are fun. We play. We bid. We joke. But the reality is, our goal is to help and to bring everybody together. This is just the beginning. This podcast. We're going to be doing so much more retreats, events, brunches, the whole nine. We are going crazy, and we got merch dropping too.
And our launch party is coming up, so look out for those details. Because we're gonna have a launch party, and you guys are invited. We got a lot coming. Like I feel like this is, like I said, you two ladies, this is our baby. Like this is what the world needed. Like it didn't need just one solo person just talking about skin, because no one wants to hear that.
Nobody.
3 different perspectives. 3 different ways to do things,
and 3 different experiences. 3 different experiences. 3 different backgrounds. So it's amazing. You guys are in for a treat. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah, you can sit with us.
You can sit with us.
You can definitely sit with us. Come sit with us.
Come sit with us, please.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.